I don't believe that there is real bipartisan support in the Congress to aggressively move on Greenland. You'll have to ask our Republican colleagues, but I haven't seen serious Republican members of Congress weigh in support of the notion that we should somehow invade Greenland.
You also met with the Prime Minister today, I was told. Can you say a little bit about what you talked to her about? What did you say to her about the relationship between the U.S., Greenland, and Denmark?
It was a very positive meeting with the Prime Minister, who we have great respect for, her leadership, her intellect, and her strength. It was a values-based discussion. There was not a lot of time that was spent on Greenland. We spent the majority of time talking about our shared interest in economic prosperity, our shared interest in stopping Russian aggression in Ukraine, and our shared interest in lifting up the values of democracy and freedom and truth, and pushing back against those who have different values or aspirations, including, but not limited to, China.
Some say,
hold on. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Wait,
some say Trump.
I'm sorry. I was going to go ahead. Yeah, okay. Sorry.
My name is Hans. I'm from Fantini. Thank you so much for taking questions. How a record, there seems to be many polls that suggest that Democratic voters are very frustrated with their Democratic politicians. How do you see that the Democrats have an issue with their brand?
Yeah, we're dealing with a very, you from America? We're dealing with constituents who are understandably concerned throughout America at the unprecedented events that we've seen unfold given the change in the executive branch over the last 95 days. And we are in what we believe is a more is more environment, which is all of us within American democracy, in the Congress and in the courts in particular, are going to have to stand up in defense of American values and our way of life. And we'll continue to do that as we have done since January 20th of this year.
Could I contribute to that?
Yeah.
If I could just add on to that. I've seen a shift in my own district. I'm Madeline Dean. I represent suburban Philadelphia. I had a town hall last week, Thursday of last week, standing room only, full capacity. In all humility, that doesn't happen for me usually. I had more than 600 people attend. I had 2 telephone town halls, 9,000 on one, 4,500 on another. And there's been a shift. This is what I wanted to report to you. The old chestnut is, and it's still haunting us, Democrats are bad at messaging and Democrats have a problem with our brand. The shift in my district is entirely away from that narrative. It is, oh my goodness, the chaos, the confusion, the lack of certainty and clarity for businesses, for families, for federal workers, for veterans. The shift is to that. And it is pointed directly at the administration, even some who voted for this president and who want him to succeed like we all do. But it is less about the failed Democratic brand, and it is much more about the existential threat that this administration is coming up with, the harm to relationships like ours with Denmark. That's why I'm so proud to be on this trip, why Leader Jeffries put it together to reassure the people of Denmark, we are your friend and ally before this administration returned to power and after this administration leaves.